Hey guys, it's Bellamy, and you're watching my 1 year on T. And today I'm going to be talking about what it's like being transgender during the holidays and how I knew I was trans. Uh, for me, the holidays aren't that great. I don't particularly celebrate any holidays. I'm not like all excited about them. I love Halloween because it's all like dark and mysterious, and you can be like anybody, and you know, but that's about like it. I'm not like a very, I guess, festive person. Um, Thanksgiving, eh, the food's good. But I just don't like being around family mostly. And I'm sure a lot of people who don't get along with their family very well feel the same way. My political views are very, very different from my family's, and I'm just like the black sheep in the family. I'm trans. Uh, I like girls. I don't like, you know, um, the traditional mindset. There's some views that I like, but there's others that I don't. Just all kinds of stuff make me not get along with my family very well. Um, but this Christmas, not everyone in my family knows that I'm trans because they're not like very uh, accepting of these new ideas. I know they're not really new, but they're more out there. I don't really know how to explain it, but like being trans, no one really talked about being trans until recently, and so not very many people in my family know that I'm trans. It's more of like a safety issue. Everyone knows, or at least I believe everyone knows that I like girls, but that's the extent of them knowing who I am. Um, if my brother identified as homosexual, they would be a lot less accepting of him than they are of me liking girls for some reason. I don't really know why that is. I guess it's like toxic masculinity, but it's just a safety reason for why I can't come out as trans to them. And with that being said, that means I get dead named a lot. And for the past 3 days, around Christmas, that's all I was being called as my dead name. And it was very uncomfortable, and I did not like it at all. uh, at one point, I had to leave the area and just take a break from everyone, and my anxiety was too high. There was like 20 people in one house. It just was not a situation that I felt comfortable in. The rest of the holidays, they're pretty good. For Thanksgiving, only my brother and his girlfriend were around. They both know that I'm trans, but unfortunately, they don't consider that more when they talk to me. But that's okay, it's a work in progress. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all that I have to say on holidays and being trans. Um, Now, how did I figure out that I was trans, and do I go to therapy? Um, I do go to therapy. I've actually been in therapy uh, most of my life due to a bunch of different things that I'm not really going to talk about right now, but I've been in gender counseling for the past like 6 or 7 months, something like that. I'm not very good with time, so it might be longer or shorter. That's also due to my childhood trauma that I'm not very good at plotting out time. But Anyway, I found out I was trans before going to gender therapy. I found out when I was about 15 what it meant to be trans. Um, and then it took about 2 years to finally get up the courage to come out to my mom. And I wasn't even the one who came out to her. I went over to my friend's house and we were video chatting another one of my friends who are trans, and they kept on calling me Cody. And my mom was like, when she got into the car, she was like, I was so confused on who they were calling Cody until I realized that they were talking to you. And then that's just when I like spilled out with everything, like, yeah, mom, I'm trans. Um, it wasn't like the best coming out story, but neither was me coming out as liking girls. Um, but she's working on it. She accepts me and she's trying to like wrap her head around it and everything right now still. But when I was younger, I always stole my brother's underwear and I always wanted to hang out with my brother, and I always stole my brother's clothes and I always tried to pee like a guy and a few other things. I was When I was younger, I was forced to wear female clothing. Especially when it came to church, I was forced to wear dresses, and I was forced to have my hair long. But with enough persuasion, I was able to cut my hair and change my clothing, and that was honestly the two best days of my childhood life. I could not be happier when I finally got my hair cut. I was like 12 or something. Um, my teachers always asked me if I missed my hair, and I always told them like, no, that's like the best day of my life. Why would I miss my long hair? Um, and it's totally fine if some people have long hair. My one of my buddies, Chris, he has long hair, and he's trans. He wants to be like the metalhead dude, which is completely awesome to me. Um, so yeah, that was like a few of the things when I was a kid that indicated that I did not identify with my body. And what I felt inside was this anxiety and discomfort in my own skin, but I never fully realized it. I had this dream that I was scratching at my chest, like digging at it, and my counselor said that that most likely means that when I was younger, I was uncomfortable with my body. I just didn't know how to express it and didn't realize it. And, that sounds pretty spot on, honestly. I never did know why I was feeling the way I did, and most of the time I suppressed the way I was feeling. Um, I always tried to distract myself because I didn't like the fact that I wanted male genitals and didn't know how to get them. And I was never really open about how I felt to my mom. The only person that I expressed these feelings to was my foster grandma, uh, Sabra. um, and she always said that was okay, that there was nothing wrong with that, but she never, I don't think, understood the extent of how I felt. So it was just a lot of things that brought me to the conclusion that I was trans, including other people who were trans that I knew. Um, but mainly, I just looked up how I felt, and thank God for the resources that are out there, especially now in today's world. Personally, I don't agree with everything, but I don't feel like it's um, my right to tell someone else that they don't feel that way. So I'm not gonna go into it, but um, the resources today are amazing to what they were just a few years ago, and I wish I would have known half the resources that I know today when I was younger. And I regret not coming out sooner, but ultimately, I'm getting to where I want to be. Whether and I'm gonna continue to get where I want to be. Um, and that's all that really matters. But I think this video is pretty much long enough, and I'm gonna let you guys go. So I hope you guys have a good day, and if you guys haven't already, check out the other videos, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.